Are you tired of the chaos at home? Do you want to feel comfortable in your home with as little effort as possible? Then watch this video because today we're talking about 16 routines that will help you keep your home tidy with minimal effort. By the way, did you know that there's a surprisingly simple trick to instantly make any room look more organized? I'll tell you which one it is later in the video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been living a minimalist lifestyle for more than 6 years now. I became a minimalist among other reasons because I didn't want to spend much time on household chores. I mean, there's always something better to do, right? To help you manage your household more easily and quickly in the future, let's go through my best tips and routines. Enjoy! Clean as you go. Let's start with the most important room, in my opinion, the kitchen. The kitchen is usually the place where the most dirt accumulates because we cook and maybe also eat there, depending on whether or not you have a separate dining room. But with a few simple routines and tricks, you can make life in your kitchen much easier. One very helpful method is clean as you go. This simply means cleaning and tidying up while you cook. So, if you have a moment while waiting for your pasta to cook, don't spend it scrolling on your phone. Instead, load the dishwasher or wipe down the counter. That way you'll have less stress later. There's also one area in your kitchen that you should never neglect because it affects the overall feel of your entire kitchen. Let's talk about which one that is. Don't stuff it. Do you know this scene? The trash is already full, but you don't feel like taking it out, so you start stuffing it down. Don't do that. Take the trash out on time. Because when your trash bin doesn't have enough space, it quickly affects the rest of the kitchen's cleanliness. We tend to let food scraps sit out longer, simply because we don't want to deal with the mess or worry it might overflow. And suddenly the kitchen is in chaos and fruit flies take over. Don't let it get that far. Be consistent with your trash. And if your trash bin often fills up too fast, try this trick. Flatten it once. Don't tie the trash bag until you're at the bin. I always take the whole bin outside with me. Then, step on the open trash bag with your shoes to compress it. Tie it up afterward and toss it in the trash can. If you can do this with every bag, you'll actually save quite a bit of space. Before we continue in the kitchen and I show you my favorite trick for a sparkling sink, here's the secret I promised. How to make your home look instantly tidier. Ready? Clear surfaces. The more items you store on open surfaces, the messier things appear, and the more work you'll have when dusting. So try to keep dressers, tables, and countertops as clear as possible. Stick with minimal decoration. 1 or 2 carefully chosen pieces are enough. If you use too much decor, you'll actually achieve the opposite of what you want. Decorations work best when they stand alone. They don't like to shed the spotlight. If you have a spot where small items pile up, like keys in the entryway, place a small storage basket there to keep everything contained. Now, let's get back to the kitchen. We're not done yet. Lazy sink trick. Now here's my absolute favorite tip for cleaning the sink. To be totally honest, I'm lazy and I don't like getting my hands dirty. That's why I love this trick. Before going to bed, I run a little water into the sink and toss in a dishwasher tap. It dissolves overnight and voila! In the morning, the sink looks almost like new. All I have to do is wipe it down once and remove any leftover bits of food. But all discoloration is instantly gone. You can try this with baking trays or even the toilet too. For the toilet though, I'd be cautious with how long you let it sit. I'd go for a much shorter time here. Before we get to another helpful kitchen tip, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything in the future, and together we'll simplify your life. Food storage. Kitchen drawers can quickly become chaotic. That's because open food packages often spill crumbs or leftovers, which increases the risk of pests. You can avoid this by putting open items into storage containers or sealing the original packaging with clothespins. Also, regularly declutter and throw away expired food. When it comes to fruits and vegetables, except for a few exceptions, I put almost everything in the fridge. Anything that's wet gets tossed, like squashed strawberries or blueberries, since they're a perfect breeding ground for mold and can contaminate the rest. A key factor for simple order is the next point. Space. If you don't have enough space, clutter will build up automatically. Try to make the most of your available space. You'll succeed best by regularly decluttering and using storage space efficiently. You'll need little helpers for this, like storage boxes or hanging systems. Once you have enough space, tidying becomes much easier and faster. Plus, you'll spend less time looking for things because everything will be more organized. Let's leave the kitchen and move on to a room that's really important for your regeneration. And then I'll share my secret trick that guarantees you'll never search for socks again. Morning routine. We're talking about your bedroom, of course. While you sleep, your body recovers. And by the way, it also sweats quite a bit. That's why you should make your bed and open the window in the morning. It refreshes the air and lets out what's stale. We usually get undressed in the bedroom or bathroom, and that's where the next mess maker awaits us. Let's talk about what it is and what you can do about it. The chair of chaos. Do you have one too? A chair, a chest, or some surface where worn clothes pile up? It causes a lot more stress and disorder than you think. When you undress and throw your worn clothes into a heap, everything starts to smell musty after a while, even the pieces you plan to wear again. On top of that, a clothes chair is always an eyesore in any home and makes everything look messy. How to avoid it? Simply fold and put away your worn clothes right away, or toss them in the laundry basket. Speaking of laundry baskets, don't be stingy. How many laundry baskets do you think we have? Not 1, 2, or 3? No, we have 4. That might not sound very minimalist, but it actually saves a ton of time and it is worth it. I've placed them strategically around the house. One is in the bathroom for towels, one in the bedroom for my clothes and my daughter's, and I keep 2 separate baskets to sort light and dog laundry right away, so I don't have to do it later. We still had a question to answer. Why don't I ever have to search for socks anymore? Organizers. I love organizers. They keep everything tidy and easy to find. Now they even organize my socks and underwear. That's why I no longer have to search for matching socks. Even single socks have their own spot, unless the washing machine has eaten them again. There's still one important room we haven't talked about yet. Of course, we need to discuss. The living room. We spend a lot of time here, and the same rules apply to the living room as to the rest of your home. Keep surfaces clear. If you're not living alone, it's worth establishing a rule. In our home, nothing is allowed to stay in the living room unless it belongs there. Evening is the perfect time to tidy up quickly so you can relax on the couch afterwards and start the next morning in a clean space. Usually a few minutes are enough, especially if you do it consistently every day. For small items, use storage baskets or boxes here too. They make your space look tidier and can even brighten it up if you choose light colors. Dust. The fewer items you have out, the less you need to dust. Cushions and blankets go in the washing machine to get rid of dust. In summer, bedding can be hung out in the sun. That helps with dust mites. Often, chaos also arises in one particularly important area. Paper. Bills, pay slips, insurance documents, paperwork adds up quickly and is often very important. That's why I use a tray to keep track of things. If bills don't need to be paid right away, I often set a reminder on my phone. Usually I have 1 day per week for paperwork. That's when I sort documents and handle any urgent tasks. I've got 2 more general tips for you that help me create more order every day. Let's go through them now. On the fly. I actually got this tip from my mom. I should have listened. It would have saved me a lot of effort. Take things with you on the way. If you're in the living room and need to go to the bedroom and you see something from the bedroom lying around, take it with you. You save time later and make the space look tidier instantly. We often underestimate the impact of small things, but you'd be surprised how much work and time they can save. And of course, as a minimalist, I have to recommend one last tip. Decluttering. In other words, regularly get rid of things you no longer need. Because stuff will always accumulate, and you're always evolving too. So, set yourself a small goal, like decluttering 3 items per week, and make it a routine. Step by step, your home will become tidier without any stress.